The information discussed on Talkin Money with Jeff Tarbell is believed to be from reliable sources. However, no responsibility is assumed for inaccuracies. No statement made on this broadcast should be construed as a specific recommendation of a particular investment product. Views expressed are those of the speakers and do not necessarily represent those of CBS Radio. Use only as directed.
Smiles, everyone. Smiles. And prepare yourself for...
Show me the money!
Ladies and gentlemen, the radio broadcast experience designed to keep your wallet in top condition. It's Talkin Money with Jeff Tarbell.
Talkin Money. Talkin Money.
More money, more money, more money.
And now entering the studio, your guru for fiscal fitness, Jeff Tarbell.
All right, how you doing? Whoa. I think I need some new headphones there, Nick. These sounds terrible.
I think you need a better voice.
That could be it, too. Hold on a second here. Low. Yeah, maybe I should have spent more than $8.50 on the junior headset kit for the want to be a broadcast headset set. Came with this little microphone that was pretty cool. How are you doing? I am going to be struggling through a little bit of a nasty voice and just a little bit of traveling, catching up with me. I think when you spent enough time going in between minus 28 degrees and plus 85 degrees and back and forth, I think it's catching up with me. So how are you?
You keep walking in and out of your bedroom, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I've just been sleeping in a freezer for now on. My wife's trying to tell me something. Quite the few weeks, and we welcome you in 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140, or you can text me at 44-1140 if you want.
That was a T, right?
Text, yeah, no sexting. I don't think we get any pictures on this. It's just strictly, unless you can do something with the E and the L and make it look, funny. What have you been doing?
Just been busy working, man.
Yeah?
Hey, got a call from your 2 listeners. Said I need to be back in the studio to make it 3.
Oh, yeah? So, we just 50%ed our audience.
We did. No, man, it's good. I actually just flew back. Was down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Ba-ding! And then tornadoes went through, so I'm driving up Highway 55 there. I've never had lightning strike so close to my car, though.
Oh, yeah?
I'm driving up the highway, and probably 150 to 300 yards away, lightning dropped down and hit one of those huge towers, the big wire suspended towers.
Just like in the movie?
It was pretty wild.
Yeah.
And but anyway, then I went up to Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson's a hurting town right now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a.
Isn't Jackson on the coast?
No.
It's not?
No. Take a look at a map.
I don't. It's called. You're a doctor, Richard.
Then I went over to Monroe, Louisiana, and then flew home last night from Shreveport. So, tell you what, I love California.
Huh?
There's a value to living here.
The more you get away, the more you want back.
That's right. But I had my catfish, my grits,
all that good stuff.
And I made a mistake of jumping on the scale this morning to see how much damage there actually was.
Yeah, if you're following any of my stuff on Facebook, and I've been doing a little bit of traveling. It's a little unusual for me, but I did get up to Anchorage, Alaska last week, which if you don't know, and I don't know, because if you're on a map, it's only that far on a map. But Anchorage, Alaska from Sacramento is about the same distance as Maui is. I mean, it's up there. And if you've never stepped out of the airport at minus 28, I advise that every nose hair in your nose freezes instantly, and it feels like you got the worst, cold going on. But it is.
So is that physically minus 28?
Yeah.
Without the wind chill?
If there was a wind chill, you would die. I mean, it was sunny and no wind. That was minus 28.
Right.
And actually, it was warmer on the hill. So it was kind of a fluke trip. We didn't plan to go there. We planned to go to Colorado for kind of a quasi business trip, and there just was no snow. So we had a very good time. But anyway, I got back. This has happened before. If you remember when learning to fly, and I had to take my physical for the flight, I got back to my doctor at Kaiser, Dr. Giggles, and I'm waiting for him to come in, and I see the same chart again that hounds me, that BMI chart, the body mass index. And so I'm looking at the chart. I'm trying to find my height. Okay, I'm coming down 6'2". I'm somewhere between 6'2" and 6'3". Okay, I'm coming over to my weight, and I'm looking at the chart. And as he walks in, he goes, "Well, where are you on the chart?" I said, well, according to this, firemen are going to have to show up and cut me out of a damn hole to pull me out of my bedroom because I am clearly a fat ass on this. I'm in the obese category here.
No, Jeff, the perfect answer would be I'm too short for my weight.
I'm the perfect weight if I was 7. I should be in the NBA, and I'm hoping to grow about another 9 inches. There you go. So he looked at him, and he didn't argue with me. So according to the chart, I am obese. I'm not slightly overweight. And according to the chart, I should weigh somewhere between 185 and 190.
Right.
I weighed 185 in 12th grade, and that was before I grew. So I'm looking at the guy saying, okay, well, either we're going to have to remove my right leg and my left arm, or I'm going to have to do something about it. And no sooner did I finish that appointment that I saw the Charles Barkley commercial with him on the Weight Watchers.
Right.
And I thought, I'm at least going to check it out. Because, here's the two things that got me. This is the God honest truth. The first trip I went skiing, I was in Canada, and that was a fluke too because I was supposed to be somewhere else. And I was in Canada, and most of the ski lines in Canada take you 85% of the way to where you want to go, which leaves your fat butt is hiking the next 15% if you want to get up to where you want to go. So as I was hiking in Canada, and this is the first trip, I felt like I was going to barf out, as I was hiking up the hill. Now keep this in mind. I highly advise if you want to ski early in the season, you go to Canada or Alaska. And the reason I say that is, one, there's more snow, but two, the elevation is very low. The elevation is only like 4,000 to 5,000 feet. Now think about that. If you go out and you're hiking up 200-300 yards straight uphill in Colorado at 10,000 feet, you will in fact die, and they will just leave you there for the snow melt. You'll wash back down. So I'm in 4,000 foot elevation, and I'm sucking wind, and I'm thinking, how am I going to do this? I'm 45 years old. How am I going to do this when I'm 50? And then the doctor tells me, oh, by the way, when you turn 50, every male when he turns 50, they put on 5 pounds a year. I don't give a crap what you do. You're putting on 5 pounds a year from 50 on. Now, I'm hoping I make it past 52. That's 10 pounds. If I make it like my grandfather was 92 or 93, I'm going to be a blimp. 97? Okay, so I'm going to weigh 6,000 pounds if I live at 97. So either way, I'm thinking this isn't, if I want to do the kind of things that I want to do, I can't keep up this way. So I just started this Weight Watchers thing, and you don't buy their packaged foods. It's not how it is. It's nothing more than a calculator and their weight program. And you go, and for me, everything is a competition with myself. And so now at least you can make some smart choices. And it's fascinating because what this app does, and it's on my iPhone, it's on my iPad, and it's on my computer, is that every major restaurant and places in this country are on this app. And you can go to McDonald's. If you want to go to McDonald's and have a burger, go to McDonald's and have a burger. Just be honest about what you ate and how much you ate. But it is shocking. You can compare McDonald's, Carl's Jr., and any of them. The points that you get from one burger to the other is dramatically different. And so you start looking around and you say, okay, do I want to would I rather have maybe a chicken for lunch or a burger? And you start making these choices. And then pretty soon for me, it's very competitive because like, okay, I don't want to go over the number of points I have for the day, and I want to make sure I do this right. So it's very interesting, but at least if you're very honest with yourself. And what I found myself in the afternoon, I don't smoke, and I know why people smoke. They just like to get away from their desk for a little bit and chill out. So I noticed I just choose sunflower seeds. But those add up. And so it's like all of a sudden your average sunflower seeds is a half a cup. Well, hell, I'm probably choosing a bucket. So you got to start tracking these things. And I did it for it's been about 2 weeks now, and I was off about 6 pounds in 2 weeks. And my goal was to get down to 200 to get somewhere close. And it's the margaritas that's going to kill me. So I'm saving. So I don't eat all week, and then I can. And then here's the beautiful part. I'm drinking a glass of wine with my wife last night, and she's like, you haven't eaten all day. So you need a lot less alcohol because pretty soon you're like, ooh, this is good wine. And all I had was a thimbleful.
Fat man in a little coat.
Yeah, fat man, a drunk man in a little coat. So anyway, it has been quite the adventure, but I am determined to at least see if I can get back there.
Well, I was impressed. This morning on the way to the show, I called Jeff, said, hey, do you want me to stop by at McDonald's and pick you up something? He goes, nope, I'm on a diet.
Yeah.
I was pretty impressed with
that.
Then
I hung up the phone and went,
so what do we got going on today?
We've got all kinds of stuff going on, and we've got some new sponsors, and we've got a second hour of this show coming up. Now, for those of you who enjoy listening to this show, I call that bonus hour. For those of you who can't stand for me to be done, I call it Hell Week. Either way, the week after the Super Bowl, this program is going to go for 2 hours, and we're KHTK and the fan and has been just awesome with me. And so, as you know, during the football season, the gambling shows and they call them tout shows, and they do all the different lines and stuff. They'll be back on in the football season, and that'll always be here because that's a good show for everybody who is involved with that. But in the meantime, we might be able to fill in a little bit here and there. So we'll try it. Nick and I did it 2 hours in the past, and I found the second hour was phenomenal for us because we really didn't have to do anything. The second hour always ended up being just a boatload of calls and texts.
Sure.
Always. And so that's probably what will end up happening. That'll be fun. We'll try that out. I did pick up a couple new sponsors this week, and it's and we got a couple sponsors we'll mention. We'll give away some prizes as well. We're already up to a break. Let's see. We got the text line here. It seems to be working here. 441140 is our text line here. Jeff, we have a first and second on our home. A home is worth $190. We paid $290. Okay. In 3 more years, we'll have to start paying on both loans and won't be able to afford our payment. What do you recommend as our mode of attack? Short of the lotto. This is a very, very common question. I think we mentioned the last few weeks, and we'll do some more about this. As you're aware, the HARP, H-A-R-P program is officially going to finally start. I believe it's March 16th. That only refers to a first mortgage. Okay, so you can't do a first and a second. It's refinancing a first mortgage that is the Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac loan. What we're discovering is, there's a lot of people that will be helped in that program, and there's a lot of people that will not. I mean, it is not a catch-all for everybody. And as I mentioned on the last show of last year, 2012 is going to be a very interesting year. And it's kind of like that homework project that we had in college. You were supposed to start at the beginning of the semester, but we all finished it the last week, and we started it the last week. This is what's going to happen this year. You have effectively all of 2012 to make a decision whether you want to stick it out in your house or cut bait. And what I mean is that the tax implications, the tax bill that can come to you for debt forgiveness, as it stands right now, is going to end on December 31st. It might be extended. It was extended one time before, but it might not. So if you're going to sell your house, either foreclosure or short sale this year, you would normally incur a tax lien from the state and the feds. And that's been waived until the end of this year. So here's my concern, is everybody screws around for the first 9 months thinking they're going to do something. And then come September, they go, we better probably try to sell this house. You cannot, in most cases, short sell a house in 90 days. There's not enough time. You got to find a buyer. You got to go through the rigmarole with them. You got to submit it to the bank. The bank's got to approve it. They got to sign this person. They got to do this person. You got to go all through that. If you're going to start that, be honest with yourself. I don't have an app for the short sale app like I do the Weight Watchers app, but be honest with yourself. Are we going to be able to do this or not? The wishful thinking time is over. The embarrassment is over. If you're going to cut bait and run, and I'm not suggesting that that's what you should do, but if that's the ultimate decision to do it, make that decision in the first quarter, please, not the fourth quarter. Because I'm telling you right now, if you lose your house and ruin your credit and get a tax bill for 30 or 40 grand, that is going to be one rude event. And that's going to be very hard to get over. So we'll talk about that some more when we come back. Here's our first quiz question off the text line. How many points in a margarita? A lot. Well, I make mine very natural, but there's a lot of tequila in those margaritas. There's more margin than less garita. Kim Schultz is his legal name. He goes by another internet name, but Kim Schultz, yes, could also use the Weight Watcher plan, was arrested this week for living a lavish lifestyle. What is Kim Schultz's internet name, and what did he do? 339-1140. 1-800-920-1140, or you can text us at 441140. I will give you a pair of passes to the IMAX Sacramento movie theater. Your choice, and a Talkin Money t-shirt. And by the way, if you don't win, you want to go check out the IMAX, I encourage you to go to their website at it's IMAX.com/Sacramento. In the discount code, put in my last name, Tarbell, T-A-R-B like boy, E-L-L. You'll get 25% off your tickets, 25% off your snack bar purchases, and free parking. You don't even have to know the phone number here to win. So go to IMAX.com/Sacramento, put in the discount code Tarbell. I'm saving you money right now. We'll be right back.
You said you like boys.